Hello, Buffalo families. My name is Delilah Rodriguez, and I'm the McAllister Public Schools District Instructional Technology Director. I would like to show you how to enroll your students for the upcoming school year. First, you're going to go to our website and go to the Families and Students tab. Then on the right-hand side, you'll see 21-22 enrollment. There's a lot of great information on this page that is helpful to you. First of all, our enrollment is online as it was in the past. Due to some legal circumstances, there are a few papers that have to be done in a physical sense. The Indian Student Eligibility Certification 506 form is one that if you click on, it will open up to a page that can be printed and then completed and handed in to the school. Same thing with the student enrollment questionnaire. It also has to be printed out. Legally, it has to be printed out and on paper for us to have it completed. If you need step-by-step instructions on how to do what's going to be on this video, you may follow the link for returning students or new students here. To enroll returning students to McAllister Public Schools, you're going to click right here on the parent portal. Sign in using your parent login. On the left-hand side, you're going to click on Forms. You're going to notice that you have different colored leaves on the left-hand side. Last year, they were all blue and empty, but this year, we've now saved a lot of your information. Although it's been saved, even the ones that say submitted, you're going to need to go back and click each one of them and update any information that is different from last year. Phone numbers, addresses, things like that. So I will need to click on each of these forms. And after I'm through with all of them, they'll all say submitted because you'll want to submit them even if you don't change anything. Another indicator that you have completed all the forms is that this green and red bar will all be green when you're finished. But make sure that you click on every form and submit them. The last entry date should be sometime after April 1st, 2021. If your student is new to McAllister Public Schools for the 2021 and 2022 school year, you will need to, instead of clicking on Parent Portal, you'll need to click on ECollect. When you click on ECollect, the most important thing on here as you're filling out information is the school year. Because we are still in the current school year, we actually have 2 school years listed. So for next school year, you're going to want to choose the 21-22. And you'll see approximate entry date because that's our first day of school. So that way you know that you're enrolling for the next upcoming school year. If your child is going to need to take medication at school, there are a couple of forms that have to be completed in order to authorize this. Those can both be found here underneath the little clipboard icon where it says Physician's Medication Authorization and Parental Authorization Forms. Both of those are links that you click on and they take you to a PDF that may be printed out and completed and must be signed in person and turned into the office. So make sure to get a copy of one and take to your doctor if your child needs to take medication at school. Lastly, I'd like to point out that we have a centralized enrollment location, and that is at the Lucy Smith Center at McAllister High School campus. It's on July 27th from 8 to 5 and July 28th, 12 to 8. Pre-K will be at their site, Jefferson Early Childhood Center, just because they have some extra things they have to do for enrollment there. If your child is a new student coming to McAllister Public Schools and have copies of like their social security card, their birth certificate, things like that, the centralized enrollment location is the perfect place to take those forms. Or if you have no access to computers and you need that assistance as well, that's what that centralized location is for. You don't need to go if you're a returning student and you've got all their forms filled out on the computer. Also, if you need paper copies of those forms that are required that I mentioned at the top of the page, the Indian Education Eligibility Certification and the Student Enrollment Questionnaire, they'll have copies of those both at open house at your child's school and at the centralized enrollment location. Hope you find this video helpful, and we look forward to seeing your child in August of 2021. Have a Buffalo day.